Hello everyone, my name's Alex and this is my bike. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change the spark plug on a 250 motocross bike. This is a 4-stroke, as you can see. The reason we're changing the plug on this bike is because it's not starting and it's winter time. But the reason we noticed the plug is because I took it out, it wasn't getting fire, which I'll show you how to test the fire of a plug in a minute. So the first thing you're going to want to do is remove these seat bolts right here, because for this particular bike, it may be different for other bikes, which I suggest picking up a service manual. To get to the plug, which is on this bike, is right up in there. You'll have to take the seat, tank, and disconnect the fuel valves to get the plug, to get to the plug, to change it. Okay. Alright, like I said, the first thing we're going to want to do is get a 10mm socket and take these seat bolts off. They're usually 10. They may be different on different brand bikes, I don't know really. Another thing, anytime you're riding a motocross bike, maintenance is extremely important on any bike. Trail bike, anything. It is the middle of winter, like I said, so it's hard to hold on to these cold tools. What I usually do is, if I'm going to mess around with the bike at all, is I usually put my bolts in my toolbox. That's usually a good place so they don't get knocked around. One thing too, when you remove these seat bolts, is there's a washer that they screw into on the inside here. You want to make sure that doesn't pop off, because if you lose that, it's not going to be a good day for you. Next thing you're going to want to do, there's a rubber tube right here. You're going to want to take that off. Do not lose it. Next, you probably can do without, but I always do it. You're going to want to pop these radiator shrouds off. They're usually an 8. On this Honda they are an 8. Anyways. I usually don't take them all the way off. I usually just get them screwed to where they're loose. Anyways, loose enough to where you can get the gas tank out. That's always it. I actually had to replace these top bolts on this bike with bolts that have Allen wrench heads, so it may take me a few minutes to get off. Okay, I got the radiator shrouds connected. Next thing you're going to want to do is this bolt right here holds the gas tank on. You're going to want to take that off, and then the next thing, actually hang on, let me go ahead and do that. This bolt's usually in 8 as well. Again, it's really important that you don't lose any of the bolts. I'm not a very good mechanic, as you can probably tell, but I've learned to do a lot of things, because if you own a motocross bike and plan to race, trust me, you need to learn to do a lot of maintenance yourself, because I just spent $800 on the motor of this bike, because it was something I didn't feel comfortable trying myself. Okay, next thing you're going to want to do, make sure your fuel valve right here is turned off. And I already have this hose clip, but normally you want to take that little clip off right there, and then this hose, just don't yank it, because it might come off, or it might rip. You're going to get a little gas on you. Just point this toward the ground. As you can see, there's a lot of gas in the carb. Now you're going to want to take this out. It's generally an 8 as well. And then you can pop the gas tank off, and then I'll get back to you then.